Okay, so tonight you're checking out the radio show with me, Jay Fresh, right here. Time for another guest joining us on the phone line, because that's how we have to do interviews in this kind of lockdown times. On the other end of the phone, we've got the Anthony Joshua of this rap thing. Of course, Deep Green in the place. What's happening, man?
Hey, my guy, you saying good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I had to open with a nice quote like that. I think it was very appropriate. What are you saying?
Nah, you did it justice. I like that one.
Wicked, man. Now, first and foremost, before we get into the music talk, I want to make sure that you, family, friends, everyone close to you, everyone is healthy and safe in these strange times. Is that right?
Yeah, man, everyone's good still. Everyone's good, man.
Wicked. That's the important thing right now. So yeah, it's the question we can't get away from at the moment. But in these kind of isolation settings, it's important to outline where we're at. I'm currently in a spare bedroom in a house I don't normally live in. There's a pink paint on the walls. There's kids' books on the shelves. There are kids' toys on the floor. Where are you at right now, bro? Explain to me, because I can't see it.
Right now, I'm just outside the yard with some weights and that, bro. I'm about to do some weightlifting and exercise.
And how are you finding the exercise thing? Because I've got that belly. That belly's coming through in isolation. I can't get rid of it. But you're still thumping weights?
Yeah. I started eating different as well, because same thing, I was just munching for the fun of it, see myself getting a little gut. So I kind of switched it up, started doing some running and some circuit training and that. Sick.
Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, as crazy as the world is right now, there are opportunities in this time that we have. Do you know what I mean? And if you're able to use it for the benefit of your health, that's a real positive.
For real, bro.
Okay, so Sheffield. The Sheffield scene. There is bits going on right now. Talk to me about how things are up there right now musically, man, because there's a lot of heat around yourself and other artists doing some serious bits.
Yeah, before all of this virus thing popped off, it was looking kind of promising still. Obviously, we've got a few youngers coming through. I've just ventured into a different sound for myself with the drill that's kind of taken off. So probably would have been doing hella shows right now if it weren't for this virus.
Trust me, I think in about a 12-hour period, I got the whole of summer cancelled, clubs, festivals, all the DJ sets. No one knows quite what's happening right now, but we've just got to keep it positive and keep it moving. Double XL is the new one from you. It's sounding sick, bruv. I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah, respect, bro.
Do you know what I mean? And what is dope about not only the track as well, but the visual that you've attached to it, the video that goes with this one, is cold. It is cold. Are you happy?
It had to be. I'm saying it couldn't be no standard hood video. You know what I'm saying? It had to have the quality to go along with the track.
And the video, I believe, was it shot in Bradford?
Bits of it was, yeah.
And so far,
looking at Sheffield and Huddersfield.
Sick. So looking at the video at the moment, I mean, over 300,000 views at the moment. Are you happy with the reception and the way the track's been received?
Yeah, definitely. I see some DJs showing it love as well. Yeah, it's been getting the traction still.
It's good to hear. Now, because this is the first time we've connected interview-wise, when it comes to you putting out music and putting out records, do you have specific goals or objectives you want from tracks? Or is it a case of I put out my art, I put it out there and see what happens?
Yeah, just that, put it out there, see what happens. Obviously, I'm hoping for good feedback and all of that. But I'm not really... I don't put it out and say, I need this one to get to a certain amount of views. I just put it out there and hope everybody gets to hear it, innit?
Now, I know when we start to look at your back catalogue musically, you're an artist, you've released tracks as Quavo, One More L, Never Going Back, the Dog Freestyle was hard. But you're an artist who, some of the music you've put out, I kind of describe myself as saying they're tracks that are wavy, but also quite introspective. There's always a real message in there. Is that something you're conscious of getting across in your music?
Yeah, I feel like there always has to be a message. You can't just be no blah, blah, blah. There's got to be something inside there for them to decipher, you know what I'm saying?
And what I like about you musically as well is that you're someone who I say, you don't rap, you rap. Do you know what I mean? Like you rap, you eat up the beat, and you just go into that, and that energy. I get sent a lot of music, you know. So when I hear tracks like yours hit the inbox, I'm like, this is something I'm really feeling. I got the track, followed you on the socials, looked more into everything that was going on right now, and I'm like, you're a guy that people like me, we need to be paying more attention to.
Yeah, respect, bro.
Now, what I've noticed about quite a lot of videos and online kind of coverage of yourself is that the word underrated appears a lot, you know, from your fans and supporters. You know, he's so underrated. He doesn't not getting the love or the shine. Is that a message? Is that something that you yourself feel?
I get what they're saying. Still, I don't feel like I'm underrated. I'm just under acknowledged. Like, not a lot of people really know about me like that. So, but I get where they're coming from when they say I don't get the limelight or the shine. But obviously that just comes with it, innit? That comes with the recognition. Like, I'm still out here growing. People, like, there's a big catalogue for the people to once they come across me to look on. And they'll probably be thinking, where have I been all these years? You know what I'm saying? Living under a rock or something.
Well, that's the thing, that we now live in a climate where, you know, it doesn't matter where you're based in the UK, man. You can reach out, you can share that music, you can connect with your fans. But for you, it must be encouraging that so many people and so many voices are not only out there supporting you, but are seeing you as a kind of shining light for regional rap or people doing their own thing. I've got a quote here from last year where The Guardian entitled you as one of rap's, and I quote, non-capital assets.
What does that mean, though? What does non-capital asset mean?
I'm guessing here, but I'm thinking they've looked at that and gone, you are one of the rap assets that is not from London, is perhaps what they've tried to say with that. I'm guessing. I didn't write the article, but, you know, obviously you're proud of where you're at, man. You're proud of your roots and what you're working on at the moment. And
you know, definitely.
Are you massively bothered by, like, what other areas and everything else like are supporting you or feeling your music? Or again, are you a guy you just put your stuff out there, you put it on for your city, and, you know, who comes across you and rates you, then that's love?
Yeah, that's that, bro. Like, I just wanted to spread the music, and I put it out there, and it's for everybody to take. There's no like certain discrimination on, I just want to target these certain amount of people. Everybody can take it, but when they're ready to come across, man, I'm fine, man. The time will come, innit?
Exactly. And what I get from you, and like I said, this is the first time we've connected right here, is that you're not someone who kind of plays that game. You're not someone who plays that system. You have created your own lane here. Do you know what I mean? You do what you want to do musically. There's no outside pressures there. And you're on your own journey, which I think for an artist is really important, because a lot of artists get confused and get lost. But for me, it's clear you've got that vision. You know where you're at, man.
Yeah, definitely. I have to keep the 2020 vision, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, at the start of the interview, you mentioned how, obviously, like, with everyone involved in music, the plans for 2020, that 2020 hashtag 2020 vision we were all putting on Instagram has kind of changed now. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, it's a little bit blurry.
It is. It's like we've had a couple of drinks and things are not quite as crystal clear as they once were. But for you putting out music in this climate now, you know, how are you approaching things differently, or how are you amending how you're going to be putting out tracks this year, or have things just exactly the same?
Kind of the same. I'm still looking to stick to the same pattern. I mean, with this current situation of what's been going on, inspired me to do a little bit of writing. Good. I mean, it's a situation what we can all relate to, innit? Like normally I'm thinking, even though I want everybody to hear my music, there's only going to be a handful of people that can relate to the shit that I'm going through. Excuse my French. But with the quarantine, lockdown, all of this, everybody can relate to that, because we're all going under the same pressures right now. So I've just been writing about the current situation. Probably try and focus on dropping some of them while we're in this situation. Yeah,
man. I mean, what history has taught us, that some of the sickest records that have ever been released have been released at a time of uncertainty or a difficult time for people. So the fact, like we said earlier, with the health and the fitness and all that stuff, the fact you're using this time available as an opportunity, to develop what you're doing is a very positive angle. And that's why it's great to connect with you on radio. So people listening in can be like, do you know what? If I have got the time and the resources, I can start to get active with what I'm doing now and really push myself.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an important thing right now. What do you actually know? Recently, you dropped a track just a few days ago, didn't you? Groupie?
Oh yeah. That's an old track though, but I just released it just for the people. Them while they're on lockdown, a little gift to them, innit?
Oh, okay, a little something to keep people going, because that appeared, and I was like, this is the first time like I've come across this online. Like, is this new, or is this something from the catalogue? But we're there, man. So, looking ahead to the rest of 2020, it's a very difficult question to answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What is the very first thing you're going to do when you come out of lockdown?
Step back and watch everybody else rush around like headless chickens.
Take it all in, yeah. Absorb it all.
I'm just gonna take it all in, and then about a week later, 2 weeks later, I'll join in when everybody's settled down here.
That's wicked, man. Every artist I speak to and I ask that question, everyone has got wildly different answers. Do you know what I mean? That's why I asked that question, but it's dope.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to the gym and certain things like that, but I'm not rushing out to book flights or go downtown, because it's just not going to be hectic,
And this is the thing, man, no matter who you talk to, no one really kind of knows. I mean, we all want to jump on a plane and go somewhere hot and relax, or hit up the islands or whatever, but no one quite knows, man. So we just got to keep that positivity, and you keep those records coming, bro, because they're sounding hard out there.
Nah, for real, bro. Don't worry, man. I got it.
Sick. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Just before we go, can you please introduce Double XL just as we're about to play it right now?
Yo, right now you're locked into Double XL, my new single. Yeah, make sure you take that in. Hey.